These 10 Amazon FBA mistakes have cost me thousands of pounds since I started selling on Amazon. And these are the mistakes most new Amazon sellers are a victim of. So make sure you watch this entire video so you can avoid these mistakes and not lose out money. Mistake number 1, not following Amazon's policy. If Amazon tells you to do something in a certain way, make sure you follow it, because if you don't, you're likely to get suspended. For example, when you're shipping stuff to Amazon and if the box weighs more than 15 kg, you will need to stick a warning label that warns Amazon that this box is more than 15 kg. Now, most new sellers decide not to do that, and this eventually results in them getting their first warning, second warning, and eventually they get suspended. So make sure you always take the time out to read Amazon's policies, or if they tell you to do something in a certain way, make sure you do it that way. Mistake number 2, confusing a private label listing with a wholesale listing. Now, this is something I did when I started my Amazon journey, and I lost 400 pounds on my first product. When doing wholesale Amazon, we're basically looking for listings that are already selling. However, if a listing has less than 3 sellers, most likely that listing is a private label listing, meaning a person owns that listing because they're selling their own brand through that listing. Whereas a wholesale listing usually has more than 3 sellers, and there are 3 different sellers who are selling the same product which they have bought from a wholesaler or a authorized wholesaler or the brand directly. So to simply make sure that you're not selling a product under a private label listing, just check the number of sellers in the buy box and make sure the buy box has 3 different sellers selling that product. Because even if you accidentally start selling under a private label listing, and if you do it multiple times, Amazon will suspend your account. And trust me, suspension is no joke, because I had my account suspended once and it took me almost 3 months to get it back. Mistake number 3, not spending time on looking for a profitable supplier. Whenever someone jumps on Amazon to do Amazon wholesale, they expect to start finding profitable suppliers by just Googling and they will see a supplier come up. It does not work like that. You will have to spend time looking for a supplier which is profitable, because most likely the suppliers you'll come across are not going to be profitable. Make sure you go till the last page of that Google search when you're looking for a supplier, because remember, wholesalers are not good with creating website or SEO. So some great wholesalers won't even appear in the first page or even the second page. So make sure you go through all the pages on Google. And my number 1 tip to get a response from a supplier much more faster, as well as look so much professional, is to always pick up the phone. Speak to your suppliers. Instead of just emailing them, call them, because remember, they're getting hundreds of emails from other people as well. But if you call them, you're likely to be few of those 5 or 10 people who are actually taking the time out to call them. And businesses usually do business through phone. They're not just sitting there and emailing. Mistake number 4, not using Socio. Most new Amazon FBA sellers who start Amazon wholesale end up spending money on everything except a good product research or product analysis software. I've spent £50,000 in 18 months to build this software specifically for Amazon wholesalers, because ever since I started my Amazon FBA wholesale journey, there was never a tool that does product research and product analysis in one software. And that's the reason why I decided to spend that much money and time to build this software that does both of it together, and it does not cost you as much as having multiple softwares to do the same thing. With Socio, you get access to a product database that you can filter according to the filters that you want, and it will give you products for those specific filters. And it also comes with an extension that gives you data about every single product on Amazon, such as the variation data, the sales data, the price data, the BSR data, all the data that you need as an Amazon wholesaler to make sure that the product is selling well. And along with that, there is the Discord community where I'm planning to do free weekly calls, as well as the free FBA crash course, which helps you to go from 0 to making your first £1,000 in sales doing Amazon wholesale. And there is a lot more on there. And Socio has just begun. It's just the version 1. It's just going to get better and better over time. Mistake number 5, poor inventory management. If you send in a lot of stock to Amazon, then you have to pay storage fees, and also your money will be tied up in that stock. And if you send too less stock, then you will lose out the sales once you have run out of stock. And this is the reason why you need to make sure you're focusing on how much inventory is at Amazon, how fast is it selling, and how you can make sure you never run out of inventory. And one way to do this, or the way I do it, is by doing a test shipment. So every time I find a product, before I order a large quantity of that product, I always do a test shipment from anywhere from 10 units all the way to 50 units. Once I've sent that product to Amazon with that amount of quantity, I will see and analyze how long it took to sell that amount of stock. So for example, if I send in 10 units and they were sold in 1 day, then it tells me that I'm selling 10 units in 1 day, meaning to have enough stock for 30 days, I will need 300 units. So this way, I'm making a calculated risk or taking a calculated risk rather than just going to my supplier and ordering like 3,000 units, which are not going to be sold in 30 days. Doing a test shipment just doesn't allow you to verify that the product is good, but also allows you to know how much inventory to send Amazon or to order from your supplier. Mistake number 6 is thinking that listings with more than 10 sellers are really competitive. Now here's the thing. Yes, if there are more sellers, that means it will rotate, the buy box will rotate between all the sellers. And so if the listing is making 600 sales a month and there are 10 sellers, then you're gonna get around 60 sales. Each seller will get 60 sales. But that doesn't work like that. Listen to me. If there are 10 sellers in a listing and 8 of them are priced at £14 and the first 2 are priced at £11, then out of those 600 sales, the buy box is mainly going to be winning between the first 2 sellers who are priced at £11. And so the sales which each of these sellers will get, not 60, but they will get 300 each. And that's how the buy box works. So just because a listing has a lot of sellers, don't start thinking it's a really competitive listing. Because if you can compete with the price, you will make most of the sales from that listing. Mistake number 7, overestimating your profit margins. When selling on Amazon, there are so many type of fees as well as hidden fees that if you don't know, you will most likely make a loss. And I see a lot of new sellers just calculating their profit margin by taking the cost for that product from the supplier and then looking at how much it sells on Amazon, and then they look at the Amazon fees and they try and get their profit margin. But you need to also understand that there is VAT, which Amazon charges on top of the fees if you're VAT registered. And then also the shipping cost from your house to Amazon, and then the prep cost. And there are all these small things that you need to consider in your actual cost, so you can make sure you have your exact profit margin, because there's no point of making sales if you don't know exactly how much you're making. Now for this, you can go to your Amazon account, go to payments and see your transaction view, and you will know exactly how much you're getting back on every single sale from Amazon. Or you can get a software like Seller Toolkit or Seller Board or Shopkeeper, any of these, and just connect your Amazon account and you will be able to add in the details of like your product cost, your prep cost, everything, and then you'll be able to see your exact number. Mistake number 8 is under or over investing in courses. If you're just starting your Amazon wholesale journey, don't invest in more than one course. Make sure the course you're investing in the first place is good and the person you're watching or listening to knows what they're talking about and actually has done Amazon themselves. Then only invest in that. And after that, if you've learned it from them, go and apply that thing. Don't think that you're gonna buy another course and you're gonna learn something different that's gonna make you quick money. Invest in one course and then take action. Without taking any action, you're not gonna make any profit. So in short, don't be a person who does not invest into a course and says, I'm gonna learn everything myself because I did that and I lost a lot of money. Because remember, if you invest in a course, you're basically taking a shortcut to success. The person you're buying the course from has already done what you want to do. So you're learning from them and you're going to avoid the mistakes. That's the only reason why you're paying them. And don't be the person who's going to keep buying so many courses thinking some magic thing is going to happen and you're going to start making a lot of sales. All right. Mistake number 9 is being impatient or having unrealistic expectations. Most new Amazon sellers that start selling on Amazon think it's a get quick rich scheme, and they think they're gonna get their first product, start making thousands of pounds every month, and they will quit their job. It does not work like that. Remember, 95% of businesses do not succeed they don't succeed at all. On Amazon, you actually have a chance of succeeding, but if you treat it like a get quick rich scheme, you're not going to succeed in this as well. So make sure your expectations are realistic. Make sure you give it enough time. Make sure you're putting in the effort, because if you're putting in 1 hour a day, then you're only going to get results of 1 hour a day. If you put 10 hours a day, then you're going to get 10 hours a day worth of results from your business as well. So make sure you're honest with yourself and actually put in the work. And another thing is that most people get distracted by this thing called shiny object syndrome. They're scrolling on TikTok and they see, oh my Lord, this new AI side hustle is going to make them thousands of pounds every single month. They put this thing aside, they start that. And then after 2 months into that, they see this crypto coin has blew up, they decide to put another portion of their money into this crypto thing. And then overall, eventually they succeed in none. And then they say this whole online making money online thing is a scam. And that's something to avoid at all costs, because you will succeed as long as you put in the work. And mistake number 10, not learning from your mistakes. If you make a mistake once, that's fine. If you make it twice, that's fine. But if you keep making it over and over again, then that is no mistake. You're just stupid. I can't say that to you, isn't it? But anyway, you get the point I'm trying to make. So just make sure you learn from your mistake, and that's the only way you will grow as a person as well. And don't get demotivated every time you make a mistake, because we all are humans, we all make mistakes, and that's how we learn and grow. Now, if you want to start Amazon FBA wholesale for free, then go check out this video. I've made a 45-minute whole course in detail with every single thing you need to know to make your first £1,000 in sales. Go check it out. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and peace.